My Hebrew brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth, welcome back. This is your Moreh Yeshua Ben Uriah Israel, and we just want to take this moment to thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. But as I always say, thank you most of all for your prayers. Thank you. We just want to bless Yahuwah for his love and his graciousness towards us, giving us the opportunity to come back again. Now, you know, we're studying in Psalm 10. And the last session, we stopped at verse 6. And so today, verse 6 said, he had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. And we want to start at verse 7, where we say his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. And we want to stop there. My brothers and sisters, I have some word studies, and I always said that, you know, please have a pen or pencil with some note papers so you can take some notes. And the last time I promised you that I was going to try to keep the sessions right around 20 minutes. And I did not keep my word. I found out that one of the viewers said to me, say, yeah, you say you're going to keep it low, but you have 26 minutes. My brothers and sisters, sometimes when, you know, I promise, I can make a promise, and I apologize for not keeping it, okay? But I'm going to try, because, you know, when I get wound up, you know, I just keep going and going and going and going and going. So I'm going to try to keep it. I know your time is limited, and appreciate you taking the time to study. And I know when you have a family to take care of, when you have to, you know, work to make a living, to take care of your families and everything, you know, you don't have a lot of time to sit down and so I'm doing the hard work for you. I am doing the studies. I am doing the research, and I'm bringing it to you, and hoping that you'll be able to get a chance to sit down and you know, enjoy the studies. My brothers and sisters, you know, I always try to keep up with what's going on around, so I can report to you. And yesterday I had this disturbing thing that came across, you know, the television, on the news. You know, I listen to the news, so I want, because a lot of people say, you know, you're wasting your time. No, but I want to know what's going on around me, so I can know how to act and how to behave. And see, where one of the policemen in Memphis, Tennessee, you know, after he had beaten the young man up, who, you know, they buried last week, after I'd beaten him up, all bloody, have him leaning on a car, took pictures of it and sent out, as, you know, text it to other people, which is, it's very gruesome and cruel. And one of the things I can't understand is how, you know, Israelite people, and awakened Israelite people, basically, because if you're awakened, you don't do those things, you know, would follow the ways of the Gentiles, do wicked and cruel act to each other, you know. And we talk about the days of Jacob's, at the times of Jacob's trouble. This is what we're going through, we're experiencing. right now, in this moment. My brothers, my sisters, please be prayerful. Keep close to Yahweh. You know, because we do not know. One day we might be caught into these kind of issues, and we need to know to act, to be able to keep trusting Yahweh, and keep trusting Yahweh for his guidance, his protection. Praise his name for his goodness towards us. Okay. So here in verse 7, we're going to ask you, my brothers, my sisters, and I have some, it's really exhausted studies, word study, and some of these Hebrew words that we're looking at, like, and the word mouth, in his mouth is full of cursing. So we're going to look at about it's a 4 or 5 words in this which I refer to as keywords. And please take the time to write them down. Please take the time to write them down. He said his mouth is full of cursing and deceit. This is wicked, this is the enemy. Okay? Remember, we're talking in another prayer for justice in Psalm 10. Okay? All right. I want to look at the word mouth here, because the word mouth is the word pay. And that's the word translated as mouth, pay. And original word is pay. And the consonants, the Hebrew consonants is pay and he. Of course, it have the vowels marcations and so on. Okay, that give it the sound. And without the vowels marcation, the consonants, my brothers and sisters, this is how it was understood. You know, it was understood. Coming Shabbat, I'm going to be giving a series on words and different religions. We're going to be talking about like the Arabic people and their language and their religion. We're going to talk about it. Judaism, we're going to talk about Christianity, we're going to talk about Buddhism, and also we're going to be talking about some of the other world religion, but it's going to be for several weeks, because the amount of information that we have, you know, not going to take one session. It's going to be several sessions. You know, we're going to talk about Hinduism. As a matter of fact, that's going to be the first thing we talk about. So we're going to try to start with the oldest religion as far as documented. And, you know, and we're going to see some of these words that are used, you know, how people use them and how, you know, they get to be part of everyday language and everyday speech and so on. But here is the word pay, mouth. It said in his mouth. It said his mouth is full of cursing, his mouth, pay. And so the word is a very exhaustive study, and I'm not going to give you all of it because we won't have time to go through all of them because of your time also. But you're going to be mindful of that. Okay, so in the original, you know, primary root of the word and the definition, mouth. All right, okay, and it talks about accordance, accordance, accorded. And I was saying here that there are different usage. There's a variety of applications to these words. Okay. Apt, beak. The beak, you know, beak has to do with the beak of birds. Okay. Okay, they boast. That's what the mouth, they use the mouth to boast, boasting, you know. They use the mouth to command, you know, to give commandments. You know, that, like, for instance, the word commandment here is used in different sense. That, for instance, like Yahuwah gives his commandment, right? He gives his commandment. That the word is used for counsel, you know, dictated, dictation, edge, you know, edges, end, evidence, intent, jaw, just, lips, mouth, mouths, much, one end to the other, one end to another, opening, parts, portion, promise. The mouth is used to make promises, proportion, proportionate. The mouth said, the mouth say, mouth settled, so sound, speech. You use the words, your mouth is to speak. It spoke, it has spoken. It's you know, a spokesman talking, taste, terms, told, two-edged, uniformly. You know, what they say, whenever, wishes, words, you know. And so the word, my brother, my sister, Allah here is another word. Allah, and this is cursing here, the word cursing, Allah, Allah. And it is, the Hebrew word for that is Aleph, Lamed, and He. Of course, it will have the markations, the vowels markation that is put under these consonants, okay, to form the word. And they said it make it easier for those who learning Hebrew, you know, to pick up the word quickly, you know. The part of speech, it says it's in the feminine gender, Allah, Allah. And in the phonetic spelling, like I said, it's Allah, Allah. It's like saying AW-LAW, Allah, you know. And by definition, it's an oath. Exhaustive word, you know, exhaustive study. And Allah, you talk about, you know, adjuration. We talk about cursing, curses, oaths. And Mira is another word here, deceit. Look at the word deceit in verse 7. Deceit, he said, and deceit and fraud under his tongue. So deceit here is, you know, Mira and Mem, Resh, Mirma is Mem, Resh, Mem, He. It's talk about deceit, it's talk about treachery, and you know, treachery and my brothers, my sisters, it comes, the origin from of that word, come from another word, it's called Rama. And what it ends up is basically the word deceit and treachery. And a person is deceitful, is treacherous, you know, the treacherous person. And deceitfully, deception, you have a lot of deception, and the person is deceptive, the person is dishonest, you know, and this person is false. You can't believe anything they said, you know, treacherous and treachery. They use a lot of that. They use a lot of that. And look at the next word. Look at the next word inside and the next key word. So we're talking about mouth. We talk about cursing. We talk about deceit, and we talk about mischief. Mischief. A person who is mischievous, full of trouble. Amal is the word there. And Aleph, Mem, and Lamed. And this word here, my brothers, my sisters, is talking about, you know, trouble, labor, and toil. Now, it takes a whole lot for a person, you know, to behave that way. You know, a lot of energy is put into this, you know. A person who, because the person have to sit down and have to plan. They plan how they're going to hurt someone. They plan what they're going to do, you know. Yeah, and so here in this word, you know, is the labor that they put in, the toil that they put into it. Ain, Mem, and Lamed, and my brothers, my sisters, let me say this, that people who are full of mischief, they're full of trouble, full of, every time you turn around, they are involved in stuff. If you look at some of the political news, if you watch some of the political news, you see that there are certain people who are always there in trouble, always doing something, always causing problem, you know, causing problem for other people, okay? And so Amal is you know, trouble, labor, toil. And we have another word that we want to look at, anguish. Anguish. You know, it's fruit of his labor. Fruit of my labor. Mischief. Misery. Mischief. Misery. Toil. Sorrow. Troublesome. A person is a troublesome person. And then this person is also an unjust person. You know, unjust. And they make unjust decisions. Wickedness. And, you know, my brothers, my sisters, I'm telling you that this person, he puts a lot of effort into being that way and to behave that kind of way. Okay? All right. So when we are around people like that, we have to be careful, you know, and then, you know, people who practice and do those kind of things, as Hebrew Israelite children of Yahuwah, we stay away from them. We don't have fellowship with them. Even if they're family members who are acting like that, you know. There's an old saying that blood is thicker than water. But my brothers and sisters, when it comes to righteousness, righteous living, don't allow yourself to be taken by trying to act to do the things that other people do. My 20 minutes is gone, but we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop here because I promise. You know, we have one more word. If you would give me a chance to just use the word vanity here, because vanity here is wickedness, aven, and is aleph, vav, and nun, and the word here is a kind of aven, trouble, sorrow. Wickedness is almost the same as the word, you know, vanity. You know, iniquity. Okay, and it's from a unused word. And when they talk about sorrow, they talk about wickedness. You know, and distress, affliction, evil, false, harm, idle, iniquity, misfortune, you know, mourners, mourning, sorrow, trouble, unrighteousness, vanity, wickedness, wrongdoers, and so on. So we're going to stop here, and we apologize. We've gone over 2 minutes over the 20 minutes. So please, we're going to ask it to be a blessing to someone today and walk with the King. Shalom.